Here are 5 of the scariest characters in a game I can recall experiencing ever. These will be in order of oldest to newest rather than trying to say which is scariest. I've played a lot of horror games and there are so many scary characters, but these are the ones that for whatever reason stick out the most, stick in my mind. First, and often listed as the scariest character in a video game ever, is from Silent Hill 2, released back in 2001. Yes, it is of course Pyramid Head. Now there are several freaky creatures in this game, but Pyramid Head, or Red Pyramid Thing, had me scared the most when I played this as a kid. He's a large brute of a man with a strange metal headpiece, and he seems almost indestructible. For the most part, he's not that quick, but he is relentless. Essentially, this creature is seen as a punisher and executor of sinful humans, though he does at times attack other creatures too. Some theories suggest he instead is a kind of guardian angel, or guardian demon as the case may be, because he forces humans to face up to horrors from their past. But either way, he exists to torment you throughout the Silent Hill games he is in, and does just that. Released in 2005, F.E.A.R was a first-person shooter horror game, so because you had access to weapons often, a more creepy character called Alma Wade would plague you at random times throughout the game, popping up out of nowhere and giving you anywhere from a shiver down your spine to a full-on jump scare. She's a lot like Sadako from the Ringu movies, or Samara if you're only familiar with the American remake Ring movies. A creepy little girl, face mostly covered by long black hair with strange psychic abilities. The fact there is such a mystery around the character you must uncover, added to not knowing how or when she would appear next, leaves you on edge the whole time just hoping you don't see her again, and definitely makes the whole game a scarier ride. The next character is truly creepy. Slenderman, a tall, thin, faceless man in a suit with tentacle arms, had his first video game appearance in Slender the 8 Pages in 2012. He is a modern day boogeyman, created originally as a creepypasta internet meme, and eventually ended up not only being in video games and a movie, but also the news for some tragic real life happenings. In the game, as you start to collect more pages, you will see him more and more, first in the distance, and then he will get closer and closer, stalking you with the only option available of running and trying not to look back, because if you see him, he will get you quicker. If he does get you, you'll be jumping out your skin thanks to the design of the jump scares. Try playing this game with all the lights off and wearing headphones, and I promise you'll be freaked out. In 2014, one of the best Alien games ever was released. Alien Isolation sees you play as Ellen Ripley's daughter Amanda, and bad luck must run in the family because she too finds herself trapped in space with a vicious Xenomorph stalking her. I have to say, this game creates utter dread. When you try and run behind a box, seeing a huge monstrous alien stomping around and trying to sniff you out, you genuinely hold your breath in real life and pray it doesn't spot you. There's no way to survive if the Xenomorph catches you, so the fear of death is amped up to 11. Arguably some of the biggest jump scares in this game come from the androids known as Working Joes. But unlike the Working Joes, the Xenomorph can't be stopped with what little weapons you might find. The game is also a brilliant homage to the original movie from 1979, with the space station looking very much like the retro sci-fi design of the movie, which just adds to the chilling atmosphere. The most recent scary video game character on my list of 5 comes from Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, released in 2017. This game is utterly terrifying, and most of the characters are extremely scary to face, but one in particular that did it for me is Jack Baker, who you first come face to face with fairly early on. What made the experience so more horrific for me is the fact I played the entire game using virtual reality, headphones on, alone at night, feeling like I was right there and unable to run away as quickly as you'd like due to the way playing VR works. There's one fantastic jump scare in particular that pays homage to the dog jumping through the window back in the first Resident Evil, and you can hear the genuine terror in my voice when it happens in this game.
Oh, fucking bull crappy shitty bag.
Jack stalking you around the house and fighting you several times is one of the worst parts of the game for me. Once again, this is a scary video game character that seems unstoppable and stalks you at various times throughout the game, so this is clearly a running theme of characters that are the most unsettling. If you haven't played it, and you're not brave enough to, then check me out playing it instead if you want. Oh, and sleep well.
Guys, if you're still here, you're awesome! But as you are still here, why not check out some of my other videos? Oh, and if you haven't already, please click subscribe. Laters, haters.